We all want to be more productive, but a major problem that we usually run into is our motivation. How many times have you wanted to work on something or finish a project only to think that, hey, I'm not really feeling it right now, maybe later, I'll do it a little bit later, I'll do it tomorrow. So what's the solution to this? Well, I'm going to share 4 ways to stay productive and stop procrastinating. Number 1 is to break your work down into stages. Instead of taking on whole projects at once, try to divide those projects up. Now obviously if you just need to go and wash the dishes, you don't need to divide that up into several stages. All you gotta do is go and wash the dishes. On the other hand, if you have a project like creating a video, or making a blog post, or writing a book or whatever, it's a project that can be divided into different stages. An example here is video creation, since that's something that I do. So I can share my own personal example. So video creation shouldn't just be, hey, go and make a video. For me, I break it up into stages like coming up with an idea, writing a script, recording the video, editing the video, creating a thumbnail, doing the title tags and so on, and then scheduling the video for release. Breaking a project down like this makes it more manageable. It's like trying to eat a dinner in one bite. You can't do it. You have to take bites, 1 bite at a time until you actually finish it. And it's the same with a project. Sometimes you have to divide it up and take 1 bite at a time. If you always sit down to complete an entire project in one sitting, then it's going to mean that when you don't feel motivated enough to do the whole project, you're just not going to start. On the other hand, if you know that your project is divided up into several stages, then when you don't feel motivated enough to complete the whole thing, you can at least do the next stage. The next way that you can be more productive is to work and complete things in batches. I've given this advice before on my channel and it still rings true today. It's easier to keep doing the same task over and over than it is to keep starting new tasks. And this is because there's usually some kind of delay before you can get into a task. Whether it's, because your mind is still on the last task that you were doing and it takes some time to kind of really get into what you're doing, or because there's some setup time. Some examples of this, if you sit down to come up with ideas, like when I come up with video ideas, when I first sit down to come up with ideas, my brain will be drawing a blank. I won't have any ideas. It's only once I sit there for a bit and start thinking and start coming up with the first ideas that more start coming to me quickly, because I've been sitting there and I'm in that creative space now. It's the same thing when I'm recording videos. When I'm recording videos, I have to set up my equipment first. So there is a delay before I can start recording every time that I want to start. So if I record several videos at once, then I only have that delay once and I can get 4 or 5 videos recorded. Whereas if I record one and then I record one the next day and so on, then every time I have that additional setup time rather than just setting up once. So because of this, working in batches maximizes productivity. An example here is, instead of making a video from start to finish, sit down and come up with a certain number of video ideas. So, rather than coming up with an idea and then going straight to writing a script and then recording the video and so on, come up with several ideas. Then write several scripts, then record several videos, edit several videos, do things in batches like this, and you'll find it a lot easier and you'll be a lot more productive. The third way to be more productive is to start on whichever batch you feel most comfortable handling. So, by working in batches, not only are you more productive to begin with, but you also get more choice about what you work on at any given time. If you just do whole entire projects, then you don't have much choice about what you do. If your projects are video creation again, then you have to sit down and make a video. You don't get any choice in the matter. If you're dividing it up into different batches, then you have a choice. You could maybe come up with a bunch of video ideas now, if that's what you're feeling. Or maybe you're feeling a little artistic, so you do a bunch of thumbnails for your future videos. Or maybe you have some videos that you need editing, so you edit those. Sometimes you're naturally not going to feel like doing something, or you're going to feel more like doing one thing than another. So if you, for example, write blog posts and you don't have the energy to finish up the blog post that you started writing yesterday, then instead of just sitting around doing nothing until you do, start coming up with ideas for some new blog posts, or start working on a different one, start on that one. Rather than waiting to feel motivated, if you don't feel motivated enough to do one particular thing, pick another batch and do that instead. A real world example of this is actually why I'm recording this video right now. So, earlier today, I was looking at all of my video ideas list where I have all of the video ideas I've come up with, and I have like what stage they're in, whether I've recorded the video, whether it's just an idea, maybe I need to edit it, maybe I need to make a thumbnail, whatever. I have all the stages in there, and I had a bunch of videos ready that need to be edited, but I really wasn't feeling like editing today. I didn't get enough sleep, and I didn't feel like just sitting down and editing a whole batch of videos right now. I wanted to do something else, so I figured, hey, why don't I come up with some more video ideas? And while I was doing that, one of the ideas I came up with was this, and I started getting more motivated from doing that, so I decided I would start recording those videos as well, which is what I'm doing right now. Had I just gone with the fact that I wasn't feeling like doing what was the natural next step, in other words editing those videos from yesterday, then I would have just sat around and done nothing all day. But instead I've come up with ideas for several videos, I've written scripts for several videos, and I'm now recording several videos. So while those previous ones still need to get edited, I've now got a lot more done. Which brings me to number 4. Always stay ahead of your work. Once again, using the video creation example, staying ahead of my work is what allows me to work in batches like this. So for example, I didn't have to go and edit those videos from yesterday because I've already got a bunch of videos that are edited, completed and ready for release, so there's no rush there. It's not like I'm behind or anything, I'm doing those to actually get further ahead. So I have a choice, I can edit videos, I can come up with new ideas, I can make thumbnails for some of the videos I've already edited but haven't made thumbnails for. You know, I can schedule some videos for release, I can do whatever I like because I'm ahead of my work. If I just made videos the night before I was releasing them, then I wouldn't have any choice in what work I was doing. I would have to finish off what was there because there was a rapidly approaching deadline. On the other hand, if I have a bunch of videos edited and ready for release like I do, then it's easy to decide if I want to edit some videos, or I want to record, or if I just want to come up with some new ideas and do something easy like that. Staying ahead gives you those choices. And if staying ahead and being productive is something that's important to you, then I have to emphasize just how good an idea it is to head on over to Gumroad and check out my self-improvement course, because it's one of the things that I deal with in that course is getting you productive, getting you on top of your goals so that you are constantly achieving, constantly getting better. Because I think all of us should be working on ourselves, all of us have the potential to do great things. And if you complete all 30 lessons, then you're going to have everything that you need to stay ahead of the curve and keep being productive. There'll be a link in the top right hand corner and down in the description below if you want to check that out. Anyway, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe and enable notifications so you can stay up to date with my videos. And if you want to keep watching, check out one of the videos on screen, go watch that, and I'll see you soon. Take care.